involves my joke, but that's not good.
Hello and welcome to the D20 Future Show, the only show where Adam makes a mess of his own running joke.
I do.
GM Richard. We're delighted to have you, viewer, each and every one of you, for, according to the notes, that there is a plural. We're delighted to have you on the stream. We're going to play the Expanse RPG. The Expanse RPG is a science fiction role-playing game published by Green Ronin, and it is it's powered by the adventure game engine, the AGE, originally written for the Dragon Age game. Speaking of which, I can't play Dragon Age Origins at the minute because this is dead. Bit sad. It was going okay. I'd got most of the NPCs to like me. I'd had to calm Alistair down because I don't want to have a romance with him, because that's just not how I roll. But I do want to fight him to, reveal the fact that he's royal at some point soon. Spoiler alert for Dragon Age Origins. Really great game. I once had quite a long conversation with somebody from Green Ronin about how good Dragon Age Origins is. Well, to be fair, Quibbles Quaint, the NPCs are not liking me, but a Dalish elf with a massive sword who doesn't always agree with their agendas. But I appreciate your kindness. So the way the system works is that when you don't know whether or not you're going to succeed at a thing, you roll 3 dice, one of which is a different colour. This is known as the drama dice. There's Alid. And Adam's got 3 different coloured dice.
But my metal one is my different one. They're made of stone.
Instead of colour, you've gone for material as a way of telling.
I have.
So instead of so for D20 powered games, typically a big number means a big success. Although most success, narratively, practicality, that it's really like success fail in the AGE systems, and particularly the Expanse. If the drama die score is big, that's good. If the drama die score is small, that is bad. But you can succeed and not get a good drama die score, and things are all right. You have so the guys will have character sheets. They will look nothing like this because these are the pre-gens. But you have accuracy, communication, constitution, dexterity, fighting, intelligence, perception, strength, and willpower, and they are your basic stats. And then within those, you have focuses. So you could, for example, have intelligence medicine if you were a doctor, and that gives you an extra +2. So if you're rolling with your intelligence, which for Xiaozhang Sokolov, which is here, they have an intelligence of 3. You'd roll your 3d6, add 3, +2 for medicine. I
just had like a bit of a PTSD flashback there from that name. wasn't expecting that name to come up today.
Xiaozhang Sokolov.
Spelt differently, but yeah.
Silent
Sokolov, yeah. It's a silent Sokolov.
Right. Yes. I wondered why Xiaozhang was so easy to say. I think it might be. Anyway, yes. Xiaozhang, monk extraordinary. Yes, Adam, you're getting over your PTSD for dealing with the campaign.
Yeah.
Particularly with, let's face it, Alex's nonsense.
Yeah.
I will concede is a slightly different colour of nonsense to you and I.
To my nonsense, yes.
I
feel like our nonsense is DM's nonsense. Like I feel like a DM does do that when they get a chance to play, because you play very similarly to me.
I mean, it's. I think what I try and have, and what you always have, Adam, is story nonsense. Whereas what Alex does is compare all
rules
the
nonsense
rules and work out where they overlap in a way that will mean that he gets advantages for things, which isn't quite the same.
I just like to have fun, when I'm
we
doing
do
things.
Like to have fun, and I have a bit of a anyway. Let's not just have a nice chat between Adam and I. Viewer, we're here to show you the game. So whenever you're in any doubt, there's a target number you have to beat with your score. I will usually tell you what that number is. If you succeed and any two of the dice match, then the score on the drama dice is how much stunt you can do, how many stunt points you have. Hopefully you guys have got access to your favoured stunts and the stunt stuff that's in the players area on the drive, so you can see that. But they allow you to do things like, if you're in a combat situation, you might be able to knock somebody over, or you might be able to take another attack, that sort of thing. So you'd spend stunt points to do that. You can also, and one of them that's very important, is you can use, I think it's called adrenaline, to recover your hit points, which in this game are called fortune. Your fortune points, when you run out of fortune points, you start to have bad stuff happens to you. So essentially it's how much luck you have, and when you run out of luck, the bullet hits you and starts to hurt you. So that is, you can recover those with adrenaline. You can also spend your fortune to change the die result. So if you need a 15 and you've got a 14, you can change the die result. The cost to your fortune points is the new number on the dice. So if you've got a 1 and you want to change it to a 2, that costs you 2 fortune. If you don't have the fortune, you can't do it. If you want to change the drama die score, it costs double. I'm hoping that is all coming flooding back to Adam and Alid.
Not even remotely.
That's not the answer you want to give. So I will continue to try and talk you guys through it, partly by way of teaching anyone who's not familiar with the Expanse RPG, which is real good, by the way. It's so good. I hope you'll see that. Speaking of which, I'm just Googling. I should really have done this before. Expanse Quickstart. If you want to play, and I will post this again later, but if you want to play the Expanse RPG, there is a free quick start. It has pre-gens, it has a kind of basic stripped-down version of the rules, and it has a bunch of pre-gen characters that I've been using for pre-gen characters for adventures since the game came out several years ago. We played it during lockdown. That's how far I get along.
We did.
It is. It's great. It's based on a series of novels by James C. Corey, which is the pen name of 2 writers. You'll have to Google it. I can't remember what their real names. The books, the first of which is called Leviathan Wakes, are amazing. If you have access to Amazon Prime, which, given that we're on Twitch, Amazon Prime, the best streaming service, I guess. Then the Expanse TV show is all there as well. Also incredible.
Very good. Very good.
Very, very, very good. So this is set in that universe, but not following those characters. We are. I will set up the universe a little bit for the viewer, and then, guys, if you want to introduce yourselves and your characters, remembering, while you guys are obviously intimately familiar with your characters because you think of nothing else, over the 2 years that we have been not playing this game, we've played 2 sessions, guys. 2 sessions. A session 0 and 1 session we've played. So we're not very super far into our campaign, but the viewer has never heard of these characters. So Max and Grigory, you will have to explain from scratch, even though I know we've recorded podcast stuff. It's just it hasn't been released yet. But no spoilers for the podcast.
As if I've got a clue what's happened. I think we might be in space. That's the best I've got.
You are in space. So
That's the best I've
Expanse
got.
is a kind of hard sci-fi near future universe where faster than light travel is impossible. That changes in the books later, but spoilers. Essentially, so the solar system is effectively the universe. Man has colonized much of the asteroid belt and some of the moons around the planets, which means that there is a kind of underclass of poorer people who live in space, who rely on Earth to supply water. They are part of kind of the political, the UN, the kind of political reach of Earth, but they consider themselves to be entirely different, and they are Belters. There is also Martians. They obviously come from Mars. Mars became independent after some violence some time ago, and everyone is basically convinced that there is a war coming between Earth and Mars. There is also a rebellion in the belt led by the OPA, the Outer Planets Alliance, which is a sort of loose kind of... So some of them are attempting to use political means to achieve political independence. Some of them are terrorists, some of them are thugs. And it's very difficult to tell. Belters also have a different voice, but don't worry, Adam, you're not going to be able to get me to do it.
Oh, what a shame.
So at no point will you hear me say Belter Loda.
It might help me remember the rules of the game if you do the voice all the time.
Adam, you and I both know that that's not true.
I've realised I work a lot on music, so that it might work.
It might work. So with that in mind, Alid, will you please introduce people to yourself and Goodigree?
Just contextually, where are we in relation to the last time we played, time-wise?
Okay, so this is set
because
sometime, let's say, before. This is set before you guys worked on the Ice Hauler, the Absu's Bounty. Is that right? Is it the Absu's Bounty?
Yeah.
I think it.
Oh, that's at least the name of a campaign we played.
That's the name of the campaign. I can't remember if the Ice Hauler's called that or not, but it's not important for the story. So this is set before that. The two of you are freelancers on your own ship. How you got it and where it went wrong, maybe we'll find out tonight. But you guys, you are freelancers on that ship. Go for it, Alid.
So I'm Grigory Petrov, and I am a belter. That is where I'm from the belts. And I am of a slightly lower class, and I'm a labourer, but I'm quite an experienced sort of mechanic, engineer focus. And I am working to send money back home to my family on Eros.
Excellent. And Max, Adam, tell us about Max.
Oh, sorry, 1 second.
Hurriedly writing
Write my own name. So I'm Adam, obviously, the MVP of the D20 Future.
We all know that's Alid.
Yes, yeah, we do. I'm self-conscious, and I'm playing Maximilian Pondichurn, shortened to just Max Churn. That joke might become more obvious a little later down the line. But yes, he's from Earth. He's a former sort of college athlete, and he's just basically your rough and tumble sort of rough and tumble guy. I realised I kind of made a Rag clone, didn't I? Ultimately, a space Rag practically. But he's the notable. My favourite note I've made about him is that his physical appearance is just sexy. That's his physical appearance. So that's all you need to know.
Max is hot. I think we've established that Max is not only hot, but he's ever so slightly on the prowl as well.
I'm not sure I want to continue with that character, that storyline, but technically,
is
yes,
that
that
you're
was
uncomfortable flirting with me, Adam.
Well, maybe a little bit. I'm uncomfortable flirting. Full stop. I met my wife 15 years ago, and 13 years ago, and I've never had to flirt really since. So
probably for the best.
Probably, yeah.
We'll see what happens to Max and his libido. Amazing. Anything else you want to tell us about Max?
I've mentioned that he's well hot, yeah?
You have mentioned that he is well hot. Do you know what, Adam? I was really troubled most of the way through well hot. I was like, whoa, where is this going?
Well, maybe that's what we'll get to. Maybe that's where the flirting ends up.
Yet to be established.
I'm not going to say yay or nay. We'll have to roll a dice for that, I think.
I mean, what does zero gravity do to that? Hard to say.
Can't wait to find out.
Please never bring that up again, Richard. What are you doing? Brill. All right.
I honestly can't remember a lot So yeah, we'll find out what Max is about.
Okay. The one other mechanic that I'd forgotten about and Adam has reminded us is the churn. The churn is the kind of universal law, which is that in space, you're on the edge of something going disastrously wrong all the time. What that means is that when checks notes, a character succeeds on an ability test and rolls a 6 on the drama die. A character spends 4 or more stunt points to perform a stunt. A character uses fortune to change a die result. The character successfully overcomes a hazard. Or at the end of a scene, the churn advances. And at 10, 20, and 30, bad stuff may happen. At 30, something incredibly bad will happen. So that's just an extra little thing. Right, I'm going to do the things.
I love that even though like role-playing games are hard enough on the best of days, like there is a mechanic that just happens. Like,
yeah.
I know you said the specific triggers, but let's be honest, it just happens, whether you like it or not.
What happens is eventually stuff goes wrong. There we go. All right. Hashtag Max the Churn. Right, so the two of you are on a Rockhopper chat. Give us a name for their ship in the chat when you think of it. One of the first few we'll use. But your ship has detected a large freighter, a Grendel class freighter, drifting without power just outside the shipping lanes, and so because that could well mean large amounts of salvage, you've docked with it in order to investigate.
Whereabouts exactly are we, sort of solar system wise?
So you are between, let's say, you're on the kind of the run between Io and Eros.
Cool.
So you're on that lane, but just off it, you detected this ship. There seems to be no signs of life, no signs of power.
Cool.
If there's a crew there, this kind of law of the space lanes is that you would want to be rescued, and so you will try and rescue people if that's possible. But also, if this is just a free ship, that would be good. A free Grendel class thing that would set you up for life, for sure. So, yeah, that's pretty much.
Here are my notes so far.
Cool. You've spelt Grendel
and
wrong. So it is you recognise it as a Grendel class freighter, which is a large water hauler or large freighter. That's what it is. You enter
Grendel water, cool.
So having docked with your ship, still waiting for the chat to give us a name, you make your way over to the airlock, where you were correct to see that the power is in fact off. So
cool.
The way that Expanse ships are built are kind of like sort of office blocks, if you like, on the grounds that under acceleration, gravity is then down and you can walk around. So each deck is a sort of a floor, if you like. So when I talk about up and down, obviously we're in space. There is no up, there is no down, and no one can hear you scream. But up above you is a hatch, and below you is a hatch. The hatch kind of below is open. The hatch above seems to be closed.
Is there anything like that we can like on the computer to like give it a quick scan? Is that like a thing we can do?
Yeah, if you want to tell you what, give me a you want to just kind of, so all of your attempts to engage with any of the kind of computer bits of the system are sorry, I'm gonna have to let the dog out because he is demanding to be let out and it'll get increasingly distracting. There you go. He will discover that my wife is out and be back shortly.
Yep.
Unless we get a better name, you guys are on the small Rockhopper Beowulf.
I called it Brenda, but that's okay.
Okay, the chat agrees that your ship is called Beowulf, so there you go. But Max refers to it as Brenda. That's fine. So as you kind of interact with it, attempt to get any life out of the computer systems, nothing. The power is down. However, I would like you to make a perception seeing test.
I can see.
Yep.
But I don't have any.
Both of us.
That's both of you, yes. And give me the.
Okay, so that's quite good. 15 with a 6 on the big boy dice.
Okay. Advance the churn. Good
Already. 9.
A 9. Hashtag max the churn. So, as you look around, Alid, Grigori, this appears to be some sort of cargo bay. It's not really clear. However, Max, you've got a bit more of a tuned eye for this sort of thing. It's you who kind of keeps things tidy on Brenda. You would kind of strap everything down. You make sure it's safe, whereas Grigory mostly takes care of the kind of navigation and business. I think you take over the negotiation, but Grigory, it's kind of navigation and those kind of practicalities. So you notice immediately that the cargo straps in this cargo bay have been cut. There are wrenches and tools and so on just kind of floating loose. If you were to guess, you would say that this cargo bay was emptied in a hurry.
So it looks like they've been cut, not like torn.
Yeah, so normally you would loosen the, on a kind of ratchet, you would loosen all the straps to allow you to move the freight. Nah, that's not what happened. Someone has cut them because they were in a tremendous hurry.
Fair enough, yeah. But there's been no signs of life that we've seen.
You can't see any sign of life.
So I just relay back to Grigory. I just say, just be careful. There's some loose sort of cargo in there. Just watch your head.
As you say that, dunk, a kind of loose spanner bounces off your helmet.
Told you.
I want to reach out and grab for it. We'll always appreciate having more tools.
Lovely stuff. Give me a dexterity.
Well, surely the door's closed. The door's closed. No?
Huh?
I thought the door was still. I don't think have we actually got in yet? Have we?
So you're now for the sake of it's 7:10. You guys are in the cargo bay.
Okay, yeah, fine. Just accelerate a little bit.
Kind of loose tools. Yeah. You see the straps have been cut. You see no evidence of any cargo other than that. But yeah, give me a dexterity freefall test.
Oh, I could do that.
Oh, what do I get if I've got freefall? I get to add.
You get +2 because that's a focus. Excuse me, that's a focus that you have.
Okay, in which case 15.
15, yeah. You've got a large sort of auto-adjusting wrench.
Nice.
In which case, did you say there's a hatch above us is open, hatch below us is closed?
I mean, depending on which way up you are, yes. But we're going to say below the hatch is open, above. So from what you would know, you would suspect that kind of most of the people stuff would be further up, and it's like mechanical stuff, storage, engineering would.
Oh, so are we like docked on the? We've like come docked on the side and
pretty much exactly that.
I thought we were like tip to tip.
Nope, no. You dock kind of side to side.
That's why they call it docking. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's
in
very
a
bad.
very weird Bader-Meinhof principle. That is the second time that's come up for me today. Something I have not thought about for a very long time. I was happy that way.
Yeah, no,
anyway.
my work has poisoned me because it's ridiculous.
Anyway,
so
niche human interactions notwithstanding, not here to yuck anybody's yum, but
no, that's fine. You said that there's sort of more information. People might be upstairs, not
correct.
Downstairs.
Yeah, you would want
minus the stairs.
Minus the stairs, yes. The up hatch would be the way to go to kind of find command and control.
Cool.
And
that seems like the way to go.
Okay.
I think it's only right that we find people.
The hatch is shut. You can't open it.
Can I open it? Oh.
How would you like to try and open it?
With my big, strong muscles.
Okay, give me a
Big, strong muscles check.
Strength. Was it strength might?
Oh, I have that. I'm mighty.
Oh, can I help? I have strength might. Go on.
That's a 14.
Okay, it doesn't move.
Oh. I feel inadequate.
Okay, that's your choice. Do you
Can
also
I
want to
see
go
any
Gregory?
way? Well, can I see any way of technically opening it? I know I have this auto wrench.
There's nowhere to attach the auto adjustable wrench to. You can't see it. You would either need the power to be up, or you would need some kind of release mechanism, and there doesn't seem to be one.
Well, I guess we need power back on. So down.
Okay.
Seems like the only way to go.
So down below the cargo bay is the engineering bay. Can I ask for both perception tests from you? Perception seeing from both of you, please.
But if we don't have seeing, do we not add anything?
Correct.
We just do the dice.
So you only get you only get the both. So if I say a focus that you have, you get +2. Otherwise, it's just straight score.
Okay. Oh, is it plus whatever's in the box, or is it +2 full stop?
It's just
because I have a 3 in con. I have a 1 in communication.
So it would be, if it's a communication, it would be, you say 1, you just add 1. If it was communication talking or whatever, I don't know what the communication focuses are. I haven't got my GM screen. Then you would add a 2 as well as the 1. So it'd be +3 in total.
So I have a 2 in my perception box, but I don't have a special word in it. Do I just add 2?
Just add a 2 to the die roll.
Cool, because I've not done that before. 12.
12. Okay. And Grigory?
9.
You both.
No, I don't have any.
As you kind of come in, it's pretty obvious to Grigory, who is obviously not the most keyed into this sort of thing, that the engineering functions of the ship have been physically attacked. There are bullet holes and evidence of bludgeoning damage, very possibly from wrenches similar to the one that Grigory now has. It's consistent with someone has attempted to smash various bits of this. There are kind of more wrenches floating loose. There are bits of kind of shrapnel off the systems as well, bits of circuit board and so on. From looking around, you cannot see a way of getting the power on from here, although engineering would normally be the place. Perhaps the bullet holes in the screens and so on are the most alarming.
But there's no sign of any actual life in here anymore.
No sign of life, no, not anymore. However, are either of you kind of adept with kind of engineering, that sort of thing?
I am.
Nah.
Grigory, give me an intelligence engineering test then, please.
14.
14.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, with a drama die score of
2.
Okay. Yeah. You realise that if you're going to restore power, you'd need to get to the reactor. That would need to be restarted kind of locally, and that would be at the stern of the ship, or as you're approaching it, down. And Quibble's quaint, that is exactly the way that the Expanse ships are designed, so that under constant acceleration you have constant gravity, and that everything is aligned so that the engines are down, including at halfway point in a journey when the ship would flip round and then decelerate. Same thing. Thrust coming from
Seems very
below.
inefficient on fuel, I've always thought.
Well,
Because you're constantly burning fuel.
Well, yeah, but that's the way of getting somewhere. Because it's a way of getting there quickly, because you accelerate, stop accelerating, and decelerate. So you get to as fast as you possibly can and then slow down again. You could just drift.
Your audio cut out.
Ah, did it?
You are a little bit cutting out a little bit again.
I'm cutting out.
It's only been really mildly, but then it cut out for like a full
about 2 seconds.
sentence.
That's very annoying. I'm going to turn it down in the wonder if that's it just cutting out because I'm overloading it. Either way, you are that whole speech is kind of lost. So you know, if you're going to switch the power back on, you need to restart the
It'd be at the bottom.
the reactor, which is at the bottom. And Quibbles Quaint, what you're saying is exactly how Expanse ships are designed. That they are kind of stacked on top of each other with the engine at the bottom. In order to get down below the engineering and down to where you suspect the reactor will be, you must go through a lift shaft. With no power, obviously there is no lift. There seems to be some damage in the lift shaft, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Some would call it, looks directly into camera, a challenge test.
What?
So the way a challenge test works is it's an advanced test. So we're going to, each round, you're going to attempt to do the thing, and there's a target number, and that target number is 12. But you keep a running total of your drama die score. So you can either use your dexterity freefall to kind of try and glide through, or if you don't have that, you could use your strength climbing to get through. Quibbles Quaint has said something, and I'll read that in a minute. You can use either of those skills in an attempt to get down. It's going to take you... It's a minute per test, so that's how long it takes. So this is representing a whole minute of you trying to maneuver along this lift shaft. There are kind of loose cables, jagged edges. It's relatively dangerous. You're kind of aware that there's a bit of a problem. So we're going to just ask you each to choose whether you're taking strength climbing or dexterity freefall. Your target number is 12, and we'll keep a running total of your drama dice score. And when it hits the success threshold of 15, you'll have made it through the challenge test and through the lift shaft.
Cool.
I think I only vaguely follow that, but I do have dexterity freefall, so
okay. So you're going to make a dexterity freefall test, and we're going to keep a running total of the drama dice score. So if you tell me the drama dice score,
1.
Okay. Did you beat 12?
Yes, I got 13.
Okay. That's good.
Sorry.
So that's a number 1. Quibbles Quaint. These kind of high efficient fusion drive, the name of which escapes me, but is on the tip of my brain, but I can't think what it is. That fusion drive is the kind of big thing.
Is it the Epstein drive?
It is the Epstein drive. Thank you.
I always think I feel like it's a sullied name because of the poor person that has that name.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's annoyingly the reason I remember it is because of him.
Because of him. Yes. So yes, the Epstein drive, which allows people to travel around the solar system.
Yeah, you cut off entirely at the end there.
Huh.
It allows people to travel
around the solar system relatively rapidly.
It might be worth you just moving your mic slightly closer. I don't know if it's as you move away a little bit.
It goes silent as if there's something cutting out.
Okay. It's just stopping entirely.
I've tried removing the compressor, and we'll see whether that helps. Let me know either way.
We shall see.
Cool, Max. Are you gonna use strength climbing or dexterity freefall?
I'm going to use freefall because I have that.
Okay.
And I got 12.
You got 12, so that's a pass. What's the score on the drama die?
2.
Okay. Brill. So
do you want me to keep a note of that, or are you?
Yes, please.
Are you
if you could keep a note of your drama die score. So you've both made it kind of sort of using sort of your gliding elegantly through, avoiding the kind of sharp cables and so on along this lift shaft. So that's you're both sort of minute in. Next minute, Grigory.
It's 4 on my drama dice.
And a total of?
More than 12. 9 plus 4.
Yep.
13 again.
You've made your way along, Max.
That's 12 again. I'm scraping.
You are.
Oh no, is that? Yeah, it's 12. 12 again. I'm scraping. With 2 again.
Okay. So Grigory's having a slightly better time of it, but you are, as you're gliding through, having to kind of carefully move cables, some of which seem to be sparking slightly. You're not sure whether there's capacitors somewhere that are holding power or what, but it does seem this remains quite dangerous. You are hoping whatever comes out of this, you will get a ship. Gregory.
It's a 5 on the drama dice. Oh, and it's 2 5s.
Okay. So you've got 2 5s. So you've got 5 stunt points.
Ooh.
You haven't spent any fortune, so you can't recover any. Although I think that's only in combat. But what I'm going to say is, you can gain +1. In fact, +2. We'll say that for your next test, because of how stylish it was. What you did, Max.
Sorry, just a set works being a pain in the ass. The boss arguing about how I do a mileage claim. I'm like, I know how to do mileage claim. I've done it for 10 years. I've needed receipts before. Well, you've been told incorrectly because you don't need a receipt for a mileage claim.
You can't claim the mileage. Yeah, you don't get a receipt.
No, there's no receipt for a mileage. Yeah, but she's like, oh, well, I needed to give a receipt. Well, you were told wrong. Maybe you were claiming fuel and not receipts, in which case, fine. But that's not what we did.
It's almost like they should listen to the trained accountant that they pay.
Just leave me to it, yeah.
About stuff. Good stuff.
So that actually, I think I just make it all the way to the end now because that's like 18. Oh, is it even better? 20 even? Dirty 20?
With a what on the drama die?
With a 5.
5 on the drama die. Okay, yeah, you've made decent progress. As stylish as that seemed to be, Grigory is ahead of you slightly. Grigory, you're up. Remember, you've got +2.
I rolled a 6 on the drama dice.
Okay.
And then in total rolled a, oh goodness me, 12, 16, 22.
22 with a 6 on the drama die. You make it. You make it through. You now are in the kind of next level. You've made it through all those kind of coiled, dangerous cables, and you are in. Well, we'll see whether Max catches up or whether we need to negotiate. Need to narrate some more. Max.
I think I did my maths wrong. Did I do my maths wrong? No, I didn't. Right? No, I didn't. Right. How are you getting 22 then?
Because I've got 6. I got 2 6s. 12 and a 4, so that's 16, plus 2 for dexterity, plus 2 for free fall, plus 2 for balloons, plus 2 for...
There are no +2 for balloons.
What's going on? I'll just sit on my hands.
This is another thing I need to work out how to take away Adam's privileges for, isn't it?
I have no idea how he's even doing that, so don't worry yourself.
It's the...
That doesn't work. Anyway, regardless, I got.
Is it reacting
6,
to
12.
us visually?
I got 16. I think so.
It's.
The D20 Future Show is powered by Discord, confusing people all the time.
I got 16 with a 1 on the drama dice.
Okay. So while you're managing to proceed kind of safely, it's not fast. It's, some would say, slow. Grigory, you're now stood in what is almost certainly the water storage and treatment level of the ship. From kind of glancing around, you see the water tanks are almost empty. One of them is cracked, and there seems to be evidence that water has just vented into space. You've got a ladder up, and there is where next to it is the lift. So there's a kind of lift shaft that you can go up and down with a ladder, and then there's the actual lift. It is sat, not going anywhere. The only other place to go is down again, which would be, you hope, to the reactor. But I'm assuming you're going to wait for Max. I don't know. We'll find out. But Max, it's your turn.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's a 15 with a 1 on the drama die again.
Okay. You're definitely not going to get hurt, but you are going very slowly.
That's fine.
You're about 2/3 of the way down. Grigory, are you going to wait for Max, or are you going to proceed further down?
I'm going to proceed further because I know what I'm doing with the reactor. I'm going to just go ahead and
you head down into what looks really familiar. It's a very standard fusion reactor, Epstein drive kind of bay. It's all very standard. We'll cut back to Max again.
$18.
With?
There's 6. That's probably a bad thing.
It means you get to the end.
Through. You also find yourself on the water processing and storage deck. You can see little ice crystals showing that at least one of them there's damage, and it's just caused the water to vent into space. There's no sign of Grigory.
So I'm like on the level above.
Correct. Yeah.
Kind of. I'll just shout down and be like, "All good down there?"
Over your radio, Grigory, you hear Max talking.
I forget that we're in...
Yeah, I forgot that bit, yeah.
You are very much on the float manoeuvring.
What do I see in the reactor room?
You see a powered down fusion reactor working on kind of basic battery emergency power.
And does it look like it can be restarted?
It looks like it's a pretty straightforward activity to restart it. Some would call it an intelligence engineering test, target number of 10.
In which case I hit it.
Okay. With a what score on the drama die?
5.
Okay. At which point, Max, you see lots of red lights light up. Grigory,
I sort of...
You see lots of red lights light up, and you see the message self-destruct sequence, and then a bunch of numbers. Unfortunately, it's not counting down, it's just a bunch of numbers changing, as if there's some problem with the self-destruct system on this ship.
Probably fine then.
And the way that's going to be represented is that I have a pool of dice, and every minute I'm going to roll them. And if any of them are a 1, I'm going to remove that 1 from the pool. When you run out of dice, the ship explodes.
Cool. I like
you guys can spend... how much fortune did I say? You guys can spend 6 fortune points to put a dice back in the pool. I will tell you how many die are in the pool at any one time. There are currently 7 die. 7 dice in the pool.
I radio up to Max. There's self-destruct sequences.
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, that's. Can we not do that? Can we stop that?
Is there anything I can do to stop it?
Would you like to spend some time doing that?
Yes.
How long would it take me?
About a minute, some would say.
Then I spend a minute looking.
Give me an intelligence engineering test.
Can I simultaneously see if there's anything I can do here? I doubt there will be, but
so there's nothing you're pretty sure there's nothing you could do from the water, but you do notice that the lift springs into life. There is power.
I jump in.
You also see more sparks and stuff up the lift shaft, making you feel like maybe climbing back up the lift shaft taking a long time is a bad idea.
I jump in the lift.
So that's 3 dice have come out of the pool in the minute that you've spent trying to work out.
So there's 4 left.
So there is 4 left. Yeah.
I got a 16 on my engineering.
Whatever you do, you can't find a way of disarming this.
As I jumped in the lift simultaneously as he was doing this, so it doesn't take any time at all. I'm assuming that's like an up and down, so I can quickly go down.
So the lift doesn't go down; it only goes up from here. So the lift shaft only runs as far as the water. It's through a doorway. Essentially, it's through a hatch if you want to get back into there.
I'm just like, Grigory, come
Grigory,
now,
what you do realise is that if you're going to disable the auto-destruct system, you're going to need to do it from probably the flight deck or operations, which is very much up.
No, not thumbs up. Thumbs down. This is... Can I... Yeah.
There we go.
I wonder
It
if
only
it's a
works
Mac
for you.
thing. I think it's a
Maybe.
Mac thing. In which case, I say race up. I float up quickly as fast as I can.
Okay.
Up.
Max is holding the lift open.
Oh. I like
Head first
help
into the
him
lift.
help him in.
Okay.
And I just press the top floor if that's an option.
Yep. So the lift will take you as far as the engineering bay.
Then I do that.
After about a minute, the lift judders a bit. There are 4 dice in the pool. Remember, you can spend your fortune to return dice to the pool.
Yeah, with 6 points, I only have 15 fortune.
The next thing that happens is that a small round something comes in through a hole you hadn't noticed in the lift. And I'd like everybody, please, to make a Constitution tolerance test.
Oh, okay.
That's a 6 on my
15.
other dice.
With a 6 as well. Yep, I'm there as well.
That was good. So 15 and
16.
15 and 16. So there is some would call almost blinding flash of light, but you are able to hold yourself together, and you then see a small drone fly in through the same gap, and it moves to attack. So we're going to have we're going to roll for initiative. That is a dexterity test.
I was going to say, what do we roll for?
So it's dexterity initiative if you have the focus.
No, but I got 11.
I got 14.
Oh, I got 2 2s.
That unfortunately.
I got 2 3s and
So
a 6 on the drama die. Well, I got a 6 on the drama die. Whether that makes a big deal. I'm really struggling with my maths today.
Wait, why does my 2 2s not count, but the drama dice does count?
Because you can't do stunts on initiative, I
Can't
assume.
do
That's the
initiative,
point.
There's no initiative stunt.
There's no drama in... Oh, there's so much drama.
Max, what was your score?
14.
14. So that's all right. And what's your dexterity bonus?
2. But I've already included that as part of it.
That's fine. So it is. And what was your score, Grigory?
11. That's including my dexterity bonus.
Excellent. And Grigory. So the drone is first to react. You get the stat block for that. It is going to fire its gun. It's just got some kind of underslung gun. You don't have time to examine it. It's going to fire it at Max. That is hello. That is 15. Does that beat your defense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I have toughness of 3 as well. Does that make a difference?
Not. It is about to make a difference, but
no, it doesn't. Then no.
Okay. So you take 8 points of fortune damage, subtracting your toughness and any armor.
Okay.
Do we have any armor?
You're wearing vac suit, so not really. You haven't come ready for combat. Shame, really.
That seems short-sighted somehow.
Max, it's your turn.
Cool. I want to. How big is this drone? Because obviously, I'm imagining like a little dune drone.
A little bigger than that. So
A little
if
bigger
you
than a
imagine
dune drone.
something the size of one of those little drones that people have, I guess. Imagine that, but with like a Glock and a taser attached to the bottom.
I just imagine them taped on, really
with
haphazardly. Sort of.
My question is, can I use my strength might to just try and like tear it apart?
you can use it to make a melee attack for sure. You can't tear it apart.
But that's just so I can use my bonuses thing. Cool.
What have you rolled?
I'm getting there. Just give me a minute. My brain is not here. 18.
18 is a hit.
I rolled a double, but one of those was the drama die.
That's okay. How many stunt points have you got?
4.
You have 4 stunt points. Do you want to spend those stunt points? You can. You can't really. So you've got picked out some favoured stunts on your sheet. You can make a second attack. That'll cost you 3.
Yeah, I might do that. Second attack. Yeah, that seems like probably the best thing.
And you can also you could use one for duck and weave.
Adrenaline. I was going to adrenaline rush, to be honest.
Oh, you've taken some damage, can't you? So yeah, you recover a
so
and then make another.
I'm going to light attack. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll do that first. Back up to there. Lovely. And then we go again. So that's a 7, 12, 16.
16's another hit. So roll both sets of damage for your melee attack then.
Do I just roll all 3 again?
No, so your by melee attack you should have.
Oh yes.
Have
D6 plus 2. Okay. Well, I'll just do. I'll just 2d6 and then just have 4. Cool. 8. Rubbish.
8 points of damage to the drone. Excellent. Anything else you want to do?
What's striking style? 1d6. Oh no, that's just part of a thing.
Yeah, that's. If you've reached the reading your character sheet point, then we'll move on to Grigory.
Yeah, it's fine. Crack on. Yeah, that's fine.
I gotta just instinctively pull out my pistol.
Yep. Go for it. And shoot.
Although that seems really foolish in such a small space.
They're relatively low velocity rounds. They are designed not to, unless you deliberately do it. They're rounds designed not to puncture the hull of the ship you're in, because nobody's trying to kill themselves and everyone else.
I'm glad this was thought about because that was literally my next. I was like, if this goes through, okay, which then is 3d6 plus 2, which is I got 2 3s.
Okay.
6, 10, 12, and then a gun stunt.
So what's your total?
12.
So that's currently a miss. You need a 14 to hit.
Oh.
So you would either have to spend fortune or accept that you've missed.
Fortune I'd have to spend like
Correct.
5.
You might have to accept a miss.
5.
Or you spend 5 fortune, one or the other.
Well, at this point, I figure we're grappling with a drone and the ship is going to self-destruct. So let's spend some fortune, turn that into 5 and turn that frown upside down.
Okay, so that's a hit.
I hope so. 2d6. Oh, that's not terrible. 9 points of damage.
So that is okay. Yep, the drone looks like it looks pretty damaged now. It's got bullet holes in it, and a large part of the casing is missing. However, it kind of lunges towards Max, who is obviously quite close, and the taser sparks. So that is. Did you say your defense was 12?
Mm-hmm.
In which case, you're going to take... Now, this is known as penetrating damage, so your toughness does not protect you.
Mm-mm.
You're going to take 6 points of damage to your fortune.
How many fortune have you got left?
Enough.
By whose standards?
That's the drone's turn. It's Max's turn.
I'm gonna make this thing pay for hitting me because that's not very nice.
Okay.
So I'll do the same thing. Oh, that's not as good. What are we dealing with there?
Go on, spend some fortune.
What did you say I need to hit?
14.
I'll have to spend. So this is what I've rolled. If you can see,
I can't. It's a 1, a 2, and a something.
That's a 3. Okay.
Okay.
So the
total
2 on the drama
6,
die. Yeah, plus a 4 from I think. So I'd have to spend 4. But if I could change them
if you
to
change
2
the 1
4s
to a 5, that'll cost you 5 fortune to do that.
That's
Because
cheaper
it's
than
the new
changing
score, but that would be enough to hit, I think.
Would that be cheaper than doing 2 of them to 4 so I get the 2 drama points?
Yes, because that would cost you.
I'd have to be 8.
Like 8.
Okay.
Unless
and then I'll
drama die, in which case it would cost you even more.
Yeah, similar to what Aled said. I feel like we need to do this. So yeah, I'll do that. So that's what spend 4 to get that up to there. So yeah, cool. I'll do
5 to get it to a 5.
Okay, just what I want to hear. Thank you for that wonderful news.
How's your fortune doing now?
My real life fortune or my in-game fortune, because my real life fortune is not much better.
How much damage do you do to the drone?
Minimum damage. So that's 3.
Okay. Yep. So you tear another piece off. You've got a piece of electronics in your hand now. You're like, oh, that's probably stopped it. Gregory.
Had quite a high. Oh, let's shoot at it again. What could possibly go wrong? I rolled 12 again.
Currently a miss.
Well, it's going to have to remain a miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Alid, just roll me a d6 and tell me the result. No reason.
It's never what you want to hear.
It's a 2.
Oh, good. Okay, that's cool. That's all good. That was Grigory. It's the drone's turn. The drone is going to shoot at Grigory now.
Well, that's nice.
Now I can't hit a barn door.
Oh, of course you can't. Now that I'm on the
What's your defense, Grigory?
12.
Yeah, the gun fires but misses.
Does it happen to hit me by accident because it's so bad?
No.
Ricochets off.
But that's the drone's turn. It's now Max's turn.
Woo! I can't do anything because I've not got enough fortune. So yeah, let's just not even bother with that.
Okay, that's a mix. Gregory, back to you.
You can't do anything.
Because I would need to.
Oh, did you roll?
Yes.
He rolled.
Okay.
I
thought you just looked at your fortune and went, nah, I'm out.
I got 12. I'd need to spend 4 to get it to work.
Okay.
So, and I only have 3 left.
You have 3 fortune left.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I kept on asking, because you just kept on taking chunks out.
You're going to die.
That's fine, because I'm a bit annoyed already, because work's annoying me.
I've rolled 17.
17 is
oh,
a
that's
hit.
good.
Roll for damage.
Good. 8.
Yeah. You clearly hit quite an important piece of the thing, because the drone just sort of spins on one of its axes into the wall and stops. The lift has obviously been continuing throughout all of this.
Yes,
Speaking of which, it's been about a minute. There are 4 dice in the pool. And you arrive in engineering again. Above you, you can see is the cargo bay. There seems to be lights coming from the cargo bay.
Can we see if the hatch above in the cargo bay is now open?
Do you head towards it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so as you make your way up, you can now see, you can see above you that hatch now. It's kind of lit up. It's you would expect it, what you would expect now is you can see that the motion detectors that would normally open it just on people moving close to it is lit up. What you also see is the main door, the main kind of cargo hatch that airlock. Currently has an error message scrolling across the top. It says pressure differential, door sealed until safe.
It's not going to get safe because this ship's about to not exist anymore.
Wait, how did we open the door in the first place?
So it was open when you approached the
now
ship.
it's closed.
It is now closed.
What joy. I guess our only option is to try and defuse this self-destruct.
You could spend time trying to open the door if you wanted. The main cargo hatch to escape. Probably take you
I
about
could try
a
and
minute
use my big strong muscles
to establish whether or not you can open it.
We couldn't even open this inside hatch door.
I've got a feeling about this door. I've got a feeling now. I feel good.
Max, do you want to spend some time attempting to do that?
I'll be honest, with where my brain is because of my phone, I'm not entirely sure where we are, so I'll take Alad's lead.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure where we actually are.
The numbers for the auto-destruct system, by the way, are continue to change. There doesn't seem to be any recognisable pattern. It's just numbers are changing.
Then we go up through the cargo top hatch.
Yeah. So this next level is a galley. It looks, from kind of looking around, like whatever happened very quickly, and there's like drinking bulbs and food tubes and so on kind of lying around. They may have been on the float, just kind of judging by what's going on. There don't seem to be any like plates or anything like that still around, so either they were kind of observing gravity discipline, or they were on the float and there was no gravity when things happened. But whatever happened meant that people have just abandoned what's going on in there. The only way to proceed from here is another hatch directly above you.
Upwards we go.
You now find yourself in the crew quarters. The further hatch above has an error message. It says authorized keycard required, and it's kind of red lights all the way around it. You can see that on this crew quarter deck there are 4 cabins around you. It's probably been about a minute as you've been kind of proceeding up. Ooh. You have 1 fewer dice in the pool.
How many fortune do I have to spend to put a dice back in? 6.
6.
I can't help.
I'm not going to help, otherwise I'll be on 3 fortune as well. So,
maybe you'll get in a fight soon and be able to recover some fortune.
Can I just try and like do some backflips to gain some stunt points, please, so I can regain health?
Adrenaline is only available during combat.
Can I punch Gregory in the face?
Do you want to spend a minute attempting to punch
as a
each other?
stunt? No, that's okay.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea. Yeah, so
you're
going to have to spend some time.
I radio to Max. Let's look through the crew cabins and see if we can find a key card for this door. Do any of the crew cabins look a bit more like, is there a crew cabin that was just for the captain or whatever?
No. So what you have is 4 apparently identical cabins. 1, 2, 3, and let's say 4. Which one would you, Grigory, like to search first?
Let's start at the natural beginning and go into 3.
Okay. Roll me a perception searching test.
It's 16.
Actually, don't bother. Something arcs and sparks, something has gone loose and kind of blinds you for a minute as we use up the churn effect. for earlier, you automatically fail your search, but you do spend 15 seconds searching. Max, which crew cabin would you like to search?
I rolled great. I rolled 16 and I got a double.
Yeah, but when you rolled for the churn effect, you rolled a 1, meaning, yes, there's a bad churn effect.
He rolled a 2, didn't he?
Oh, sorry, 2.
Was that?
It's a bad. It's 1, 2, 3 bad things. 4, 5, and 6 no bad things.
I'm gonna go for number 2. I think
You're gonna search number 2. Okay, give me a perception searching test.
9.
You don't find a keycard in there. Gregory, you're standing in cabin number 3 as we begin round 2. So each of these is taking about 15 seconds. So you're standing still in number 3.
11.
11, yeah. You realise if it hadn't blinded you already, you'd have spotted the key card kind of magnetically attached to the desk. You grab a key card. Max, what do you want to do?
Do you speak out as you find it?
No, I figure this is us done for. I close the door and go for a lie down.
All right, okay. I'll go to number 4 then.
Yep, you're going to search number 4.
Oh, that's better. And okay, so there's some stunts going to happen as well. Can I punch the door so I can regain some adrenaline, please? Can I change what I'm doing?
Given your genuine desperate situation, I'm going to let you use stunt points to to buy back your fortune. Yes, go on.
Well, I'll do that straight away then. So that's 2. That's 2 for me. What was it? So it's 12, 14, 16.
16. In which cabin are you in?
Number 4.
Yep, you're pretty confident if there was a keycard in here, you would have found it.
Yeah, it's as if in the back of my mind, I know it's not in here. I know it's in number 3, but
Gregory.
Well, in my haste, I quickly race out to go try the keycard on the door.
Yep, it says keycard 1 of 2 discovered. So 1 of 2 accepted. Max.
Well, having then turned around, I've looked into. That was empty, according to me.
Yep.
4's empty. I assume 3 is now clear. I trust Gregory would have searched in there, so I think, well, must be number 1 then.
Okay.
12.
You do not see a card in here. You're pretty confident if there was one, you'd have found it based on how you searched.
Do you feel confident about the first room you checked in?
Max does. Adam doesn't.
As we come close to you having been searching for a minute, Gregory, what would you like to do?
I feel more sure about 3 and 1 than I do 2.
Well, let's go
right?
Check. Yes. No. 4. 1 and 4.
1 and 4. I feel more confident about 1 and 4 than I do 2.
Well, let's go recheck 2.
Sick.
Go recheck.
You're going to recheck 2 with a perception searching test?
This time I won't get blinded by the light. No yellow hair. 13.
13, yeah, you see it. There's the other card. It's in front of you.
So we picked the correct room straight away. It's just you got blinded. I just am blind.
There are 3 dice in the pool.
Quick, let's go. Let's try them both on the door.
Yep. Go.
Yep. It says card 2 of 2 accepted, and the door opens up into the operations deck. You can see that like all of every single screen, and there's quite a lot of them, are all displaying warning, self-destruct, evacuate now, and the numbers again just going up and down, making no sense.
Is this where we can diffuse or turn
no,
off?
you would reckon you probably have to go above to the flight deck to get to that. However, as you make your way, the pair of you, into operations, the door closes. You see 2 more of those drones, and we're going to roll for initiative.
2.
I think what we're actually going to do is die.
Can I spend fortune points to remove dice from the pool?
You can. So to remove dice, no, you just have to wait for the sweet release of explosions. However, you're going to need a big score to go first in this initiative order.
Well, I did real bad, so that's fine.
Okay, Gregory, your score is?
Just...
The thing is, because of canon, you can't kill us.
Yeah. Because of what?
Canon, like we're alive in the future, so you actually can't. You're not allowed to kill us. Like it creates paradox.
I think we did establish that this was a non-canon adventure. So
I don't think we did. I don't remember that at all. Do you remember that, Alan?
Not in the slightest.
No.
I'm pretty sure I'm invincible.
2 to 1. You're wrong, Kirk. I'm afraid you're incorrect.
I'll have to check through the WhatsApps. But between then and now, Alid, what was your
17?
17. Okay. So that's Gregory, and I'm going to assume by your general stroppiness, Max, you did not beat 17.
I mean, that's just Adam's stroppiness because work's annoying me. But no, I got 7.
Okay, well, so seeing the two of you enter the operations deck, one of the drones is going to shoot.
What did they roll?
Drone, like 20. We're going to control Drone 1 and Drone B. Drone 1 is going to shoot at Gregory. That is 13.
Drone 2 is the one in the lift. 13, yeah, that hits.
That hits, okay. So that is 11 points of damage.
I'm sorry, what?
That's 2d6 plus 2.
I
So that's
thought then, Alan, that
11
there was a
points of
drone
damage.
B but no drone A.
Yeah, there's Drone 1 and Drone B. We've already...
But you said drone 2 was in there. So where's drone A?
Drone, yeah.
Drone
Well,
A.
that's the... not ruled it out.
Drone A yet.
So that's 11 minus my
points of-
toughness.
Minus your toughness, yes. Do I need to look up the injury rules?
I have 1 fortune left.
Okay. We'll get to the injury rules then. Drone. So that was Drone 1. Drone B is going to shoot at you, Max. Also hitting. Again,
Just get your injury rules out straight away. There's no point in wasting any time.
Okay. We'll roll for damage because that is how the rules work. So that is 5 points of damage minus your toughness.
Okay, actually, no, okay. You can leave your injury rules at home.
Ha!
Is that it? Are you just flat now? 0?
No, I'm good. No, I'm okay.
That is, of course, round 1 of ticking down and for our next minute. Cool. Gregory.
I panic and I shoot.
Yep. Panicking is a free action, so that's fine.
Good, because I'm not cool.
Is that on the character sheet? Free action, panic.
9, 13, 15.
15 is a hit.
And 7. No, 5. No, 5 damage. I thought I had added.
Damage. Okay.
Yeah.
2. Is that the drone that shot at you?
Yes.
Okay. Just make a note of that and that. Lovely stuff. Max.
What is the need to shoot things? Is it accuracy?
It is accuracy. So, but you've got it all worked out on your character sheet, where at the bottom where it says pistol 3d6.
Yeah, so it's whether I sacrifice a +4 to hit, or whether I get an extra d6 of damage.
Correct.
I want to hit. I just want to make sure I hit. So I'm gonna hit the one that Gregory hit because that's how you're supposed to do things.
So you're going to go over and attempt to punch it. Oh, you're
That's
mob
fine.
that one. Yep.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. 9 + 4, 13.
13 is a miss. You haven't got
And
fortune to spend.
I don't have enough, no.
Okay. Cool. So it's the drones. So drone number 1. Oh, that's not as good. What's that?
I hope they don't have an AoE attack.
12.
I have 12.
It hit, yeah,
Okay,
that's
lovely stuff. So that is 9 points of damage minus your toughness.
To who?
To Alid. So
To
to
who?
Grigory. I can't hurt Alid. It's not real.
Yeah, that would be. So how many
You
points
wish.
damage did you say? 9.
9 minus your toughness.
Again. Oh, okay. In which case, 7.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'm.
how much
yeah,
toughness
I'm
do you
down.
have? Or we're at minus toughness now.
Well, we're at minus
So,
fortune.
Minus fortune. Okay, here we
Minus
go.
6 fortune.
Injuries. Where is it? I always struggle to find things in these rules. Let's see if it's the index one.
Looks like I can't be injured. Looks like I just.
If there are no
through.
rules, if you can't find the rules, then we can't be injured.
Don't worry.
The book doesn't say so.
I can find the rules. Injuries, 88. Here we go. So what's going to happen is you're going to take a condition.
Like the human
find
condition.
So it starts with see conditions chapter 1. Never ever do I get this right first time. I apologise, viewer. Conditions chapter 1. Here we go. Fortune types of text.
Excuse me.
Gonna have to use the index again, but don't worry, guys. It is there, so we will be able to continue playing. Command conception conditions 21. Here we go. So
Yeah.
So you're going to take, so as you're hit, you're going to take the injured condition. So it goes, if you're taking, gunshot damage, it goes injured, wounded, unconscious, dying. That's the way it goes. And when you take the condition, so you're going to roll a d6 and try and absorb all of the and so essentially you're going to roll that against the remaining damage.
5, so minus 1.
So you've got 1 left, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've taken the injured. Okay, roll a d6. Yep. Okay, so you are injured and wounded, which means that. So you're wounded. You're severely wounded. Character has a -2 penalty to all tests and is exhausted. Your speed is halved. You're unable to take charge or run actions, and you are within danger of becoming dying.
Can't run anyway. I'm in space.
Yep. Basically, yeah, we've read out the conditions for exhausted. So you are wounded. You're at -2 for each test that you take. That is the first drone. The second one, drone B, is going to shoot at. Is going to. You're mobbing 1, so it's going to shoot at you. That is a hit. So 9 points of damage.
So I tank 3, I then suffer 3, and then I have 3 left over.
Roll a d6. Beat a 3, and you're only injured.
6.
You are injured, which means that you are.
Oh, you're only minus
I think
1.
It's basically the same, but you're -1. Yeah.
-1, and your speed is not halved.
And you are fatigued, so you can't charge or run.
That's fine.
There you go. So that's you. It's Grigory.
I feel sorry for myself.
Okay. So the other thing you can see is you can, of course, see the flight deck, and you could move towards it and attempt to disarm the self-destruct system.
Do we start to hear, like, just really faintly, like the sound of just that sort of wind and sort of a whoo And then I'm trying to make a TARDIS noise without saying a TARDIS noise, but it feels like the perfect moment for the Doctor to just come and help us and save the paradox in the universe.
Wouldn't that?
I
be
agree.
lovely?
I'm pretty sure that's.
And yet that doesn't happen.
That's the storyline.
You've always dreamed of being the Doctor, Richard. Come on, you know you want to. Go get your bow tie. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I've got a couple of
And your
TARDISes,
screwdriver.
but,
Yeah, I know.
I can't remember where I put them, but oh yes, it's up here. Here we go.
Saying there's a chance.
So what I'm saying is, you do not see that. No, that doesn't happen. At no point does a handsome man open the door and go, Alonzi! No. It's your turn, Gregory. So you can either deal with these drones, or you can attempt to defuse the bomb that's going to kill you all.
Let's be honest, I'm not going to be able to defeat these drones. They are going to. So let's... this is just death either way. Let's defuse. Let's at least go out with not a bang.
Okay, so you make your way to the console. You reckon is probably the best bet for disarming this. You can see that it is going to take an advanced intelligence technology test. So success threshold for the intelligence technology test is 13.
How many?
13. So the success threshold is 15. So running total needs to reach 15, but each test has to pass
on the drama dice.
Total of the drama die.
Right. 5, 9, 12. So that doesn't pass.
Yep. You don't quite get it. Max, you've got 2 drones now. Gregory's abandoned you.
That's fine. I'd abandon me too.
You've got hold of one of these drones.
I'm gonna rip it in half.
Okay, go for
and that is just what's going to happen. Oh! Guess who's going to be healing? We'll deal with that in a second. So that's 12, 14, 18.
18 is enough.
To hit.
You feel as you kind of get hold of it, you feel the shell cracking of the outside.
With 6 on the drama die. So max the churn.
Hashtag max the churn.
Can I... is there one to remove things?
Injured condition.
Yeah.
Remove conditions? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you can recover fortune, but you can't deal it. You need to deal with your injury later.
Cool. Seems like a good idea then to... I might do lethal blow, inflict an extra 2d6 damage.
Okay. Yep.
Which is 4. No, 5.
Yep.
And then, seeing as I'm pretty screwed anyway, I'm going to duck and weave, which increases my defense by 1.
Okay. So when given the option to recover 6 points of fortune, you've gone for no points of fortune.
I could only have done 3.
Oh, you're right.
It says 1 to 3.
Yep. Okay. So roll for damage on drone number 1.
Oh, you know I'm going to do that anyway. You don't need to ask me for that. Plus 4, so that's 6, 8, 12 points of damage to a drone.
Okay. Yep.
That better be dead.
It is not dead. It's looking.
Then I am.
Rough. Okay. Start of round number 3. So one drone is going to attempt to shock Max.
Shocking.
What's your defense?
It's now 13.
So that is 2d6 plus 2 penetrating damage.
I think I'm dead. I think that's just death, isn't it, then?
So that's 8. So you are now dying.
Sick. Just what I want to hear.
Other drone. So I'll just make a... what have I got? Yeah, here we go. There we go. You are dying. I'll just drop that out of your face. Cool. Gregory. One of the drones is going to shoot at you. What's your defense?
12. It's not changed.
It's not changed.
Since the first
The
drone.
number won't stick in my brain. However, it's a big number.
I don't know how we managed to roll a 1. I don't know how you managed to roll a 1 on 2d6, but that's incredible.
I didn't. So that is a total of 13 fortune damage.
I think that also means death, doesn't it?
I think they don't even kill me. I just give up before
you're just like, yeah, whatever, yeah.
Which I think...
Is this where we hear the TARDIS noise? I mean,
this way you see light at the end of the tunnel. This is.
I'm afraid what you see now is that so you are also dying, because I'm assuming you're not going to be able to tank 2. So if you take all your fortune, can you get 2d6 to? Oh, you're already injured, so you drop to wounded and then to dying. You can't beat 13 with 1d6, can you?
Our dice math's incredible this game.
So,
no, I don't think so.
Character is in danger of perishing. A dying character loses 1 point of constitution score each round on the start of the character's turn. When the character's constitution score reaches -3, the character dies. So that's where we're at.
I've got 6 turns then.
Yeah. So
I've got ages.
But what's the... Yeah.
Just copy, paste. There we go. You're both dying. It is, so that is Drone's turn.
Why? Since when have you had those?
I've had those for a while. So that is Grigory's turn. Grigory, you are dying, but with your dying breath, it seems like it's probably worth having a crack at defusing this bomb. But of course, remembering you're at -2 because you are dying.
Oh yeah, I didn't even take into account that I was already at -2. Oh, all right. Oh, that fell off the table. That's a good reroll. That is 12 plus 3 minus 2. So I think I hit 13.
13. And what's the drama die score?
6.
6 on the drama die. Okay. And cool.
I think the next bit of drama is just the ship blowing up. I don't think we really need to.
So you're now, of course, going to make so you lose 1 point of constitution because it's the beginning because of your turn. That was Grigory's turn.
Right.
It is Max's turn. Max, you're going to lose a point of constitution.
I am. I'm also going to lose my +1 defense. I've just checked the rules and that's now gone.
Yep.
So cool.
So you're at. Sorry, you're. Strictly speaking, you are helpless, so you can't really do anything. But I am going to let Grigory, as he's dying, deal with the self-destruct, assuming it's still there, because we've now been fighting for a minute. There are still 3 dice in the pool. The drones can't really do anything more to you, so they drift away. Grigory, it's just down to you to see if you can defuse the bomb with your as you're sort of losing consciousness. So you're going to lose a point of constitution.
That puts me on 0.
Okay.
I have 3 more turns left.
3 turns left.
Well, 2 technically, because it's at the beginning of my turn. So. No, that's 12.
12 is more than
and
11.
6 on the drama dice.
Another 6 on the drama dice.
Yes.
You think you're quite close to beating this. You think you're really, really close. So that is round number 5. Go for it.
No, that's 10.
So you lose a point of constitution. Next round, lose. I think this is your last attempt before you lose consciousness.
Ooh. Not that it helps, but I rolled. Ooh, that was a 5. 10, 15, 16 with a 5 on the drama dice.
Okay. Yeah, so as you feel consciousness kind of as it slips away from you, and as you watch Max just kind of slowly pinwheeling through space with a chest wound, you see all the lights go green. You have managed to deactivate the bomb, but
I'm glad I've done my part.
You remember when you
I'm glad I've done my part for the universe to make sure that the next people who come along can get 2 ships instead of just 1.
How do
Worst
the 2
sail
of you?
ever.
How do the 2 of you end up working on an ice hauler, having had this promising career and perhaps so close to recovering a Grendel-class freighter for your very own? Maybe we'll fill in the gap one day. Perhaps we'll never find out. But that is the end of our Expanse adventure, Wiglaf's Betrayal.
Well, consider me betrayed.